We love seeing throwbacks to old games and other games. Today in this video, I'm going to cover 10 throwbacks to old GTA games found in GTA 5. Welcome back to GTA Robot. Let's get into the video. Number 10, the Vinewood Walk of Fame. As we know, GTA 5's Los Santos is a snarky send-up of Los Angeles. This is clear just about everywhere. And the superficiality and commercialism of it all, and the celebrity-obsessed culture, nothing comes close to the Golden Coast, as a wise philosopher once said. As such, you've got to expect to find parodies of all kinds of Los Angeles landmarks within the game. Our favorite is the Vinewood Walk of Fame, a clear send-up of one in Hollywood. The Walk of Fame also featured in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, but the stars weren't legible. The version in GTA 5 is found in Vinewood Boulevard, downtown Vinewood, and honors a whole host of stars from previous games in the series. Number 9, Franklin's Record Collection. While we're in the luxurious Vinewood Hills area, let's pay a visit to Franklin's new house, which is a bit of a treasure trove of GTA throwbacks. Subtle ones though, which the casual player may miss entirely. On the walls there are some gold records, one of them is by OG Lope of San Andreas. Elsewhere in the room there's a poster and CD referencing Mad Dog, a character reference throughout the later entries in the series. If you're not familiar with the series as a whole, these are the sorts of nods that will go straight over your head, but are sure to elicit a wry smile from longtime fans. Number 8, Grove Street Friends Reunited. Speaking of things that returning fans are sure to appreciate, the Mission Hood Safari was sure to be nostalgic for series veterans. The job sees Franklin, Trevor, and Lamar journey to Grove Street where the ballers are waiting to, well, it's a deal gone horribly wrong, culminating in a jet ski chase. Standard ridiculous Grand Theft Auto stuff, and we love it. What's most notable about this mission is its settings. Grove Street, as fans will remember, is the home of San Andreas protagonist CJ. It's changed a fair bit in this iteration, but it's clearly Grove Street. There's even a trio of NPCs who look like CJ, Sweet, and Big Smoke. Number 7, guess who's back? Back again. Let's celebrate the fact that Fernando Martinez, one of the most commonly recurring characters in the series, is here yet again. Martinez, for the uninitiated, is a radio star characterized by his misogynistic views and Casanova-esque reputation. In all of his appearances in the series, he's been voiced by Frank Chavez, and is just as much of a walking parody as so many other characters in the franchise. Number 6, those delicious hot dogs in Sandy Shores. Even for those who aren't longtime franchise fans, there's something everyone knows about the series. Fast food is very, very important. Here in the real world, hot dogs, burgers, and candy bars aren't going to do our health any favors, but in GTA 5, these items restore your HP. Players love the hilarious secret taco truck that can be acquired in the game. What not all players may not realize, however, is that the Chihuahua hot dogs that stand in Sandy Shores is a throwback to the Liberty City vendors of Grand Theft Auto 4. Number 5, the mystery of Niko Bellic. Ah yes, Niko Bellic, protagonist of the sublime Grand Theft Auto 4, also appearing in the Lost and the Damned and the Ballad of Gay Tony DLC packages for the game. Niko left quite an impression on fans, so much so he's been cropping up in little asides and references ever since. In GTA 5, it's unclear whether Niko is still alive and what he's doing now if he is. Lester speaks of an Eastern European criminal who went quiet, while Packy explains that he doesn't know what became of Niko. As we reported previously though, an Easter egg in Marvel's Spider-Man clearly shows Niko and Roman planning a heist. It's a confusing situation all around. Number 4, forget this, I'm moving to Liberty City. Now the important thing to remember is, this is Grand Theft Auto we're talking about, it's not all sunshine and rainbows here, friends. The franchise is all about anti-heroes, morally questionable protagonists, violence, explosions, and other criminal drama. Los Santos may look like a superficially rich and vibrant world, but it's certainly got a seedy underbelly. You don't start to think about the poor old NPCs you're messing with, do ya? One neat little thing Rockstar has thrown into the game revolves around a nondescript NPC driver on the roads, just doing their thing. When the player pulls them out of their vehicle, one of the program lines they'll say is, "I'm moving to Liberty City." Another clear yet subtle throwback referencing the setting of several games in the series, a snarky take on New York City. Number 3, Niko's accomplice returns. As we've seen, Patrick Packy McCreary is a central character of Grand Theft Auto 4, and a close friend of protagonist Niko Bellic. Packy makes a return in GTA 5, but not just in offhand references. Through the random event Getaway Driver, the player meets McCreary and can opt to either help him in his crime, or help the store owner. If you help him, he'll become available as a member of the squad for heist, boasting very high skills in the gunman category, but taking a big cut of 12%. When brought along on missions, he'll sometimes speak of Niko, explaining that he's lost contact with the man and presumes him to be deceased. Number 2, the Liberty City license plate at the O'Neill Ranch. Now, the O'Neill family place really isn't the most glamorous location in GTA 5. What with the suspicious cooking, plausibility we're doing, and the general squalid state of the place, they'd probably lose one out of the most of Los Santos guidebooks. In the mission Crystal Maze, Trevor burns the place to the ground after the family crosses him. It's a grim business all around. Despite its unhappy backstory though, the ranch is home to one of the game's most intriguing throwbacks. Near the property there's an obscure yellowish bumper and a barn. What's interesting about this is that it carries a Liberty City license plate from 2008, a very clear reference to GTA 4. Number 1, 10 points, just like in the old days. Finally, we've got probably the furthest reaching and most obscure throwback of all. This is one for the Grand Theft Auto faithful. While cruising around the city as Trevor, you'll surely hit a little accident involving a pedestrian or two. Unfortunate for them, yes, but also inevitable and hilarious. Does Trevor feel remorse for his actions? He does not, because he's Trevor. Hitting someone with your vehicle will sometimes cause them to yell 10 points. This, as you probably know, is a reference to Grand Theft Auto titles of old, which saw the player amassing points in order to access more cities and progress. Every little criminal activity helps. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.